May the grace of God be always in my heart. What would override that? It would have to be overridden because it is in our heart. Nothing we can do about that. That's not a choice. That's not a choice. The heart meaning by nature, true nature, the immovable. But what I'm thinking, believing over that, that's what our time together is about. That's unconscious. Like he did this and they said that. And da, 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 da. Hello. What's going on? What's going on? I see you. Where do I see you? From here. And it's not like I'm sitting here seeing you. It's like I'm sitting here seeing you. What do I mean by that? You are who I believe you to be. So that's personal. If this head is running some story on you, does that make it true? False identity. That's why I love inquiry so much. If I don't care about you, I question what I'm thinking and believing about you. And either way, you are fiction. I know you by heart. Just hearing that is not personal, and yet I get goosebumps just running up and down. Love is by nature not something we can get away from. It doesn't matter what you've done in your life, you can't get away from your true nature. Nothing to forgive, but as long as you think there is, little work to do so you can catch up to the heart. Let's call it the heart mind, the mind that matches the heart, where every thought that arises, you experience an understanding from the heart. It's a match. It's a match. It's a flow.
Oh, I actually wanted to ask you about the criticism thing. If
Mhm.
someone criticizes something about your body, for example, do you have to look for ways how it can be true in that moment or overall?
Um, so give me an example of someone has said to you that's been hurtful, or you're afraid they're going to say it to you. What would that be?
Your face and your boobs are so ugly that you need plastic surgery.
Okay. So so say that to me so I can be authentic with whatever is there that I don't know yet. So say it to me.
Your boobs and your face are so ugly that you need plastic surgery.
Well, I'm sorry you see my face that way. Sometimes I see it that way too. So I understand that. And my boobs, I'm 78 years old and I just, I think about a boob job and I'm just not into it, but I've considered it. Thank you for sharing. And
Hmm.
now, if I've still got a problem with it, if I've said that as a defensive thing, as opposed to being 100% authentic because I'm going to hurt myself if I'm not. I'm going to just learn another defense to use in the world. But
Mm,
what we witnessed in Russell today, it's that kind of just you see how I met you as opposed to do war with you.
mm, mm.
So let's look at the other way. Say the same thing to me again about my
Your
face, my boobs.
your face and your boobs are so ugly, like you need plastic surgery.
My face and my boobs. Have you ever looked in the mirror? I don't know how you could possibly say that to me. I think
That
that's
re-
cruel. Now I'm going to pass that on to my sister, my brother, I'm not going to say that out loud, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this to all these people so they understand who you are and how cruel you are. So, what am I teaching in the world? Cruelty, meanness, that there's a mean person in the world, and I've got all the proof. What you said, I've got all the proof, but still, I am teaching when I pass that on cruelty, a lack of kindness, a lack of compassion. That's why I love that thing, Sarah. If I believed what that person believed, I would see me that way too.
yeah, and I do. Yeah.
So, sweetheart, if you could see you through my eyes, never entertain such an idea. Sarah, if I compared this face and this body, if I compared it in my mind's eye with this person and that person and in the future I'm going to look like this, it's going to be worse and all that. So Sarah, if you could not compare yourself with any other human being, my question to you, and drop into you, just my question to you is if you could not compare you with any other human being, are you beautiful?
I feel like either I wouldn't know or I would be.
And you see, you've named my experience. I don't know. I don't know how I look. It's none of my business. I am in touch with something beautiful, and it is not object. Hmm. I lost one of my gloves, like one of my gloves, as I walked early this morning. And I love those gloves. And then I did the entire route again, trying to find my glove, the match to the other. I love my gloves. Why am I not experiencing a loss? I love those gloves. Why am I not experiencing a loss? I was fine before the ego began to show me happy with my gloves, and then the lost, the lonely glove without its mate. You understand what I'm saying? This movie in my head, I would have to see that as me and as a glove before I could experience a sense of loss. There's the movie, the ego just throwing it out there, just throwing it out there. I lost my glove. Where's my proof? Oh, it's in my head. But that is the ego. That's an illusion. It's a movie playing. And I don't have to analyze it. I don't have to analyze it. That's not a glove and that's not me. As I see the glove and me seeing my life without the glove on tomorrow morning's walk, that is not me in the past that lost the glove. That is not me that lost the glove, misses the glove in the future. There can't be three of me. Who am I? So I'm lost in the dream. Now I see it's a dream. Where's the loss? Gosh, I hope I'm making sense to you. I hope this makes sense. I don't want to invalidate your life. I just want you to understand the cause of all suffering. And loss is a sense of suffering. I know I know. Jack, I know. What do I know?
Nice to see you again. Actually, I just got discharged from the hospital. When I was in the hospital, I read your book, Loving What Is. Slowly, since I'm very anxious, I couldn't sit for a very long time, but I tried my best, and I saw a lot of new things when I was reading your books slower and just think in it. I was experiencing a lot of fears. I have eye pain. I was scared of losing my eye vision, that. Without the work, I thought I couldn't get through of it.
Yeah. You know, sweetheart, there was a time when I started going blind.
I heard
about that.
I heard about that. I was thinking, oh my God, I couldn't be as same as what Katie act, but I could try my best.
Yeah, and
yeah, you don't know what to say. Yeah, so the fear was so big, it almost killing me. But doing over and over again helped me at some point. Helped me at some point.
Yeah. The freedom that you see in me shows me that you know what that freedom is. And that's you. You understand what that freedom is. You've had free moments.
Yes, I've had short free moments.
Yes, so you have a reference point. It's not a possibility. It's so. You've experienced it. And as you do your worksheets, it goes like this. You're doing your worksheet and you're free, not because the ego, it comes in, we attach to it, we believe it. Yeah. And then free, not free, not free, not free, not.
No. Yes, that's me.
Patience with.
I felt the moment, as you've mentioned, the moment. Yeah. It was so much joy.
Yes, honey. Kayal, you have your hand up?
Hello, yes, hi Byron.
Hi, honey, what's going on?
I just have something for you, just a second.
Your takeaway.
Just happy birthday, Byron.
Oh, you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, honey, thank you.
Thank you so much. I made sure to come here today and tell you happy birthday because oh my God, have you changed my life? And like seriously, thank you, Byron. Thank you so much, Byron. And really happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed this birthday to the max. You're a great person. You're an amazing.
Honey, could you do one thing for me?
For sure.
Other than just continue to be your beautiful self.
For sure.
Would you blow out my birthday candle for me?
Okay.
Okay.
So let's say happy birthday to Byron. Happy birthday, Byron.
Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you, precious. That touches me deeply. Open the door and there are all the people. Here's the church. Where's the steeple? I guess it's this mouse. One of those fabulous, silly, nonsensical moments. Does anything make sense anyway? I found something that makes sense. Red. Cup. Mouse. And as I witness what is naming those things, it's ending in a question mark. Cup. And in my mind it's going, cup? Mouse? As opposed to that I know mine. Cup. Yep, that's cup. I know. Mouse, you silly gooses. Don't you know anything? Mouse. I know. I know. There's nothing that isn't the morning walk. Life is one big question mark, and I, of course, invite you to it. So, those of you new to the work, welcome. And if the things I say don't make any sense, just I thank you for hanging in. And I understand why you might not. And I love just speaking for myself. Our time together, this precious time, this hour, how marvelous is that? And don't you take the world with you as you're walking through your apartment or home, walking to the mailbox. I think of him, I think of her, I think of them, and I can't say I'm thinking it. It's like it's automatic. I see you, I see him, I see her, and as I walk to the mailbox. And I see the house behind me as I walk down the drive, even that short distance. So this is where you live. And if you're not welcome here, then I'm going to be uncomfortable. When you hit my head, if I've got a problem with you, with that, the way that I'm seeing you, I think of him, I think of her, I think of them. It's happening automatically. It's like a movie. And if I am at war with that, there is something crazy about it. No wonder I would be stressed out. To love everyone and everything is a state of mind. Oh, I just thought of Stephen, and I just had I just thought of one of my sons on morning walk this morning in the dark before daylight, and I feel such comfort and comfort in that, a peace in that. But is that my son? That's all I'm ever going to see of him. Is that Stephen? That's all I'm ever going to see of him. I remember just a few moments ago when I was sitting at the table with Stephen. I want to go back to that thread. You are who I believe you to be. And if I'm not connected, if I don't love you when you hit my head, I can only pretend to love you when we meet. My, what isn't mine? Is it possible anything in the world is not mine? The moment, simple language, the moment I think of it, where does that live? It lives in my mind. That makes it mine. I think of Stephen this morning. Imagine he's in the other room. I imagine he's just having a wonderful old life. So, who does he belong to right here, right now? He could be off somewhere taking a walk. I have no idea, but my Stephen's in the kitchen. So, who does he belong to? I think of the trees this morning on my morning walk. Oh, amazing. Who do those trees to belong to? Who do they belong to right here, right now? Those are my trees. As I speak of the trees, maybe you see trees in your mind's eye. No, two of us have the same tree. That's your tree. You have your tree, I have my tree. I love the trees in this moment now. But then I see in my mind's eye people chopping down the forest and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm serious here. Whose horror is that? If I see that as a terrible thing, the trees, the oxygen that they produce, oh, whose trees are those? Whose forest is that? Whose world is that? You feel it? That's my world. That's my world. And as it happens, some of you that are doing your work and but let's just say, as it happens, I know, I understand the cause of my suffering. And it's nothing in the apparent out there, even though there is nothing out there. It's all in me. And when I say me, I love that you're looking to yourself. You're the me you live with. You are your me. How do I know that? You're in me. So I know what to do about the horror, the apparent horror in my mind. I can see it's a dream, but that's not enough. I can't say, oh, it's a dream. I've got to take what I'm thinking and believing from here and move it to paper.